I'll have to share you. So I want to get into something that's a topic I think in all urban cities, but specifically here in DC. For those who don't know, Salas, as we've been talking, has been active on the groundwork as it relates to community outreach. But specifically, I want to address the work that you and I would say people that you work with are doing to address gun violence.
Yeah.
I know you've done it on the ward level. I know you've done it on the citywide level. We've seen the uptick and the carjackings, the robberies, the killings, so forth and so on. So we always talk about, what isn't working. We always talk about programs. But from your experience in the past and currently, let's talk about some approaches that you believe does work.
So a couple of things. One, a couple of years ago, Councilmember Treyon White had a meeting at the Wilson Building in one of the hearing rooms. It was jam-packed. I mean, standing room only. You could barely get in the room. He made a statement, and it made people's eyes jump out of their heads. He was like, any of us could walk outside and get shot. And this was during the time, and Tony and I were just talking about this a week ago, where this was maybe 6-7 years ago, where most people look at themselves as spectators in the gun violence conversation. Oh, that won't happen to me. Oh, I won't get carjacked. Oh, if you get shot, you must be doing something wrong. The likelihood increases with that, but still, in these days and age, 2023, anybody can literally get shot. When he said that, people didn't believe it, but I heard him loud and clear, right? And then I think some people, their response was, well, what are you doing, outside of your council work where you would get shot? And it's like, no, that's not, you shouldn't make that assumption. Anybody can get shot, right? I bring that story up because, number one, to do this work effectively, you have to understand, one, that anybody could be a victim. And if you stand off as a spectator and you think that's just their game and you're trying to interject yourself to just help them, no, your work actually helps us all. A lot of the violence interrupter workers that I know, they've experienced gun violence in their own families, right? A guy like Eric Weaver lost his son. A guy like Jimmy, his brother's been shot, paralyzed, right?